welcome to another episode of The Guys. With me, as usual, is Xavier, Chris, and Luis. How is everyone doing today? Xavier, let's start with you, my guy.
What up, boys? How you guys doing? Happy Friday. Salud.
Happy Friday. Luis, how are you doing?
Doing all right, man. I'm on the
Oh, that's
tail end of my
terrible.
vacation. Hey, shut your mouth. Getting ready to go back to work on Monday, so been enjoying
I
it.
thought you were essential. No,
Damn, it's called a vacation, dumbass.
that's trash.
Oh.
Okay, Chris, how are you today?
Very tough week. Ready for this weekend.
Dude, I had a tough week too, man. It was very
Yeah.
rough, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm here and I'm with you guys today. So, in case you guys didn't know, today's episode we are going to be discussing the 48 laws of power, what they mean to us, and what it possibly could mean to you. I hope you guys are taking notes. Make sure you pay attention. We're going to get right into it, rather. So, with that being said, in case you don't know, the 48 laws of power was written in 1998. I was in the 8th grade. It's a nonfiction book by American author Robert Greene. So the book is a bestseller, selling over 1.2 million copies. Blah 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 blah. What's special about it is it's, I guess it's banned in prisons and whatnot. It's a very cutthroat book. If you guys read it, it's not if you adhere to everything it tells you to do, you are not going to make very many friends, and you're not going to keep them very long if you have any. However, you probably will win the Iron Throne. So with that being said, I want to get it started. I want to talk about, out of the 48, I have 2 that are very special to me, and I want to get into it, and I want to get going. So my number 1 law is law number 3. Do some research on it. Law number 3 is conceal your intentions. So it goes on to say things like hide your intentions by talking endlessly about your desires and goals, just not the ones that you want to give out. So what that means, hey, you're going to be killing 3 birds with 1 stone. You're going to be appearing friendly. You're going to be open and trusting. If you conceal your intentions, you will send your rivals on time-consuming wild goose chases. So what that means to me, and like I said, folks, it sounds very cutthroat. I use this book to determine who I'm working with in the workplace. Most of us, well, I shouldn't say most of us, some of us work in office settings where there is office politics. Politics are almost anywhere you go, whether you're playing Little League Baseball or you're at work, actually in politics, things of that nature. So I use this book to kind of determine who I'm working with and who I'm working against. So what I like to do, conceal your intentions for me, is basically, hey, if I'm concealing my intentions, that means no one knows what my end goal is. That means if no one knows what my end goal is, it's going to be very difficult for someone to stop me from making that goal happen. So if no one knows exactly what I'm doing, like I said, they can't block me. They can't foresee what's going on. Think of it like playing chess. If you tell people exactly what you're doing, they're going to be able to block you, and that's not what you want. The best part about this is, I think, if you think about it carefully, um, the world wants to be deceived, and I'm more than willing to do that to make sure I get what I want. So, Chris, I know you don't like this book very much, so let's start with you, man. What do you think about conceal your intentions, law number 3?
Look, I don't think you should ever boast that, hey, this is what I want to do. Hey, I'm going to be this. I'm going to be your boss. I'm going to be way bigger than you. No, you should never do that. But you have to make your intentions known to the right people. You got to let them know, hey, I want this upper management position. I want to be there. I've worked hard for this. I want to do this. You need to let certain people know that. The other thing, too, is you play a lot of games with women, too, right? Like this book kind of touched about how that was with women, and talking about that and how your intentions were. You play games, and especially nowadays, that you play a lot of games to get some attention. You kind of play like you don't care about that. You don't do that. But
Wait, who's playing games with women? You're gonna get me in trouble. I'm just playing Jessica.
Johnny,
Just kidding.
you're not. I'm
Okay.
I'm back in the dating game, right? I'm back in the dating game, okay? And it is very different now. And a lot of people play games. Play games that you gotta play like you're.
So hey,
not
let's
too
let's refocus. So what do you think about law number 3? So I don't want you to ramble on. I want you to tell me what you think about it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you like about it if you do, and what don't you like about it? Let's refocus.
I like that You do not tell just random people who don't matter your intentions of growing and being bigger and being a boss and getting higher up.
So
What I
that's
don't
your
like
take on it.
is what I don't like is you do need to let the people that will get you higher up or move and progress, you do need to let them know.
Okay, Luis, do you agree with that? What do you think, man? Have you read the book?
I have not read the book yet. I know this is a topic of discussion that we were going to have, so I've glanced at the
Have you
laws that
seen
are
the movie at
recommended.
least?
No, I have not seen the movie.
There's
But
a movie?
I don't
There's
I
no
don't agree
movie.
I don't agree I don't agree with Chris. I don't think that there's ever a time where you have to flat out say what your intentions are. I think that you can show what your intentions are, and if that leads to the position that you're looking to gain, then you can take advantage of that. But you don't necessarily have to say, "Hey, I want this position," because what if that manager does not want to promote you in that position because they'd rather have you where you currently are. Like, you don't want to put yourself
Agreed.
in a situation.
Luis, that's
Yes, sir.
exactly why you tell them you want to move up. They like you where you are because you're great at it. But you could be better and do higher, bigger things. That's exactly why you tell them.
Yeah, but
So I
if
think
you
we could take a
go
different focus on this. So Luis, with that being said, we're talking about talking about work. So have you ever been denied anything because people were able to stop you from reaching your goal because they knew, hey, Luis wants to be something more than what he is. Has someone ever stopped you from doing something like that?
Yeah,
And if so, how?
one of my first retail positions. I was ready for a department manager position. I had all the experience required. I had all the experience, and just that manager didn't like my management style and didn't feel that we would be a good fit working together. So he just denied my interview.
Now, do you think that's because he knew what you wanted?
Absolutely, because at the
Interesting.
time I made it known.
Okay,
This is what
let's
I was looking to do, in my first retail position. Anywhere I've actually ever been, my goal is to get from the starting point to as far as I can get through within that company or department or whatever.
Okay, so let's switch gears a little bit, Louis or Xavier. I know that you have read the book, my former protege. So, what do you think about law number 3, concealing your intentions?
Well, in the great words of Notorious B.I.G., rule number 2, never let them know your next move. Don't you know, bad boys, move in silence and violence? Take it from your highness. I done squeezed mad clips at these cats for their bricks and chips. So,
Yeah,
Damn.
that's a fact. He's got it, guys. Hey, that's it. He's
He
got
just
it.
spit
I
it right
have it
there.
right here.
He spit it
He's got it.
right there.
Got it.
that's all I
Spitting
got
it.
to
So,
say
what
about
does that
that.
mean to you then? So, what does that mean? So do you think Biggie would fucking agree with what we have here? So, I'm assuming that you're agreeing with law number 3, which is conceal your intentions, correct?
Absolutely. You never want to tell anybody what you got going on just because it sets a very high expectation of you from anybody that you tell that to. And you just
Mm-hmm.
kind of want to under promise, over deliver. That's how
Oh,
I
so
look at it.
sexy. Very spicy. Very good.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, that's really all I got to say on that. It's just a good thing to do. Don't, just don't blab it. Don't spit it out there.
Dude, I wholeheartedly agree. Like I said, don't let them know your next move. I think the less people know where you're trying to get to, like I said, there's going to be less roadblocks. You're already going to have a difficult journey ahead of you, no matter what, because there's going to be obstacles and things of that nature. Haters are going
But
to hate. They're going to try
but
to
the
get in front of you.
people who are above you that need to know that you want to move up, you gotta let
Hmm.
them know. You're not gonna
So you know what?
undercut.
Hey,
You're
so
not gonna
time out. So
undercut dudes, but
I
you
see
gotta
what you're
let
saying there,
certain people know. Though that's my problem with it. If people take that to
and
the T, you gotta let certain
Xavier,
people know that you want to move up.
tell me one of your favorite rules because maybe you can silence one of the critics here. Do you have one for me?
Yeah, I do. My favorite one is law number 9. Through actions, never through argument. One
Ah,
of the better sentences that came out of this book is it is much more powerful to get others to agree with you through your actions without saying a word. Demonstrate, do
got it.
not educate. So you're going to garner more respect, more buy-in in whatever you do, whether it's work, whether it's, I mean, it could be in the dating realm that, Chris was talking
Hmm.
about. If you are a man of your words and you demonstrate what you want to do, and you say what you want to do, you demonstrate it through actions, people are going to buy in on that. They're going to be like, man, this guy, he's about it. He's about that life. So
So, Chris, does that tie into kind of what you were saying then, dude? Because, now you're not telling everybody like, "Hey, I want to go from A to B." Now you're showing through actions like, "Hey, this guy, clearly has some potential. He wants to do something." So, does that change your perspective on what he was talking about with I'm sorry, Xavier, what law was that? Law number what?
law
Law
number
number
9.
9.
So, Chris, break that down. What do you think?
Well,
Yay or nay?
law number 9 is definitely there's a lot of people that you cannot change their perspective on things. That there's a lot of people who just want to have an argument and try to prove their point. And I think
Hmm.
that's what this is.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's times where hey, you can have an honest like debate and I can try to change you things, but there's people that are so close-minded, especially with
Right.
how things are, that you don't want to get in an argument, right? Like
Okay, so
shouting
time
them
out.
and
So we're
telling
not
them
talking about
facts.
arguments then. So again, let me refocus you. We're talking about winning through actions, right? So people are closed-minded. So actions speak louder than words, if I'm not mistaken, correct? So do you think you can win people over through actions? What do you think about that? Hey man, hey, showing people you're about that life and you can do it instead of being all talk. Don't tell me, show me. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do. That's exactly what it is. It's not an
Are
argument. It's
you a
about showing
talker at
people with
work or do you
actions.
show people what's cracking? What do you do?
I do both,
Oh,
but you you
okay.
you,
So
you got to show people. I mean, winning through an argument ain't shit, but I'm gonna show you how I do it, how I work hard. Hey, this is how I work hard. This is how I do it. Good.
okay, Luis, do you agree with that, man? I mean,
Yeah, I
are
think
we off?
yeah.
Are we off touch?
No. I think one of the easiest things to do, especially in my line of business, is um, you're being able to be willing to do the things that you ask of your employees, right? Because then they don't have that as an excuse. Well, like this is you wouldn't do this or you wouldn't do that. Like, no, here it is. This is what I need you to do. Here's how you do it. And then guess what? There's no pushback. It's going to get done, or I'm going to find somebody else that can do it.
Interesting. No, Luis, or I'm sorry, Xavier, I agree with you, man. Hey, win people through actions rather than talking. Guys, if you
Johnny,
know me from, go ahead,
Johnny,
Chris.
I
I'll
think
let
the
you jump in
biggest
there. Up,
point of
timer was
that
up.
though
Sorry.
is the biggest point of it is you can't win through an argument.
Right. That's not what they're
When
talking about.
someone
So
is
let me
mad
jump
at
in here. No,
coming
let me
at
cut
you,
you off because I think you're way off topic. So with that being said, dude, I think you should win by actions because like I said, if the people who know me personally, even before I became famous on this YouTube channel, um, I've come across as very cocky, and it stopped me in the past. And it stopped me in the past. People were like, "Oh, this guy's super cocky. He's a prick. Uh, I don't like this guy." So I stopped talking so much. I do love to talk. However, I started, especially at
you
work.
like to
I'm
talk,
someone different
Johnny.
at work. I do like to talk. I know you like the cock, but I
Breaking
walk the
news.
walk. Yeah, breaking news. Chris enjoys the wiener. I try to win through actions now because, like I said, I've learned
Fucking
that
serious.
if I talk, people are the more I talk, the less people like me because I'm usually right. So I just win through actions now. I'm just going to do my thing because Xavier, I 100% wholeheartedly agree with you. Like I said, I give it 5 out of 5 booty claps. I love that law and it's 100% correct. If you're showing people what you're doing at work and you're following through with your actions, you are going to win people over instead of arguing them over and trying to pull them. You're going to gain more people with honey rather than vinegar. So, with that being said, the
Sometimes you got
next
to
law
shut
that I
some
have,
dumbass people up, though.
no, I know all about it, guys. Shutting them up constantly. So, with that being said, we're going to move on to law number 10, which is my absolute favorite. I love this law. It's law number 10. It's infection. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. So, what that means to me is you can die. This is what it says in the book. I'm sorry. You can die from someone else's misery. Emotional states are infectious as disease. You may feel you're helping someone that is drowning, but you are only advancing your own disaster. The unfortunate draw misfortune on themselves and they also draw it upon you. So blah 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 blah. Look, I know that's great. Essentially, this is what it means. Misery loves company. We've all heard that. We've seen it. We know what's going on. If you guys remember when you guys were kids, whether you're at a family reunion or you're hanging out at school, there was always that one badass kid running around who had almost all silver teeth. That was the guy you wanted to avoid. That was the one getting in trouble. The kid in school who was always getting in trouble, being a bully, getting in fights. The kid who had a lighter in elementary school, that is the unlucky kid. That's the one you want to stay away from. Now, what does that mean in today's day? While you're at work, there's always someone who's always amidst the drama, someone who's always the center of it, knows all the chisme, knows everything that's going on. It's the person who is talking shit to other people, who is your friend, who say that your friend, but they're not your friend. They are the unlucky person. They're the ones that can't help but catch a break. Their car is always breaking down. They're always late to work. They're always
There's
calling off sick. It's always fucking something. Like, Jesus
negative
Christ, pull it
people.
together. You're an adult. If you really want to know, it's the
Negative
person
people.
that you know who always has their phone almost dying. If your phone is almost dying at any point during the day, you are the unlucky person, and it's probably you. Keep your phone charged. You're
Jo-
an adult. I know I'm going off on a tangent,
Johnny,
but look,
real
that's what
quick,
I'm
what I
saying.
like is it says it's negative but unlucky too, right? It's kind of two
Yes, very
different
good.
things combined in one. There's negative people which you want to stay away from, but there's unlucky, which is kind of a different thing. Shit just don't go their way. It's two different things, which is
Yeah, man.
good.
And like I said, misery loves company. They will drag you down. Stay away from that person. Um, you don't want to be around people who are, always getting in trouble at work. The person that's always getting, arrested. The guy who's always in a shitty relationship. The girl who's always in a shitty relationship.
Johnny, I got a story real quick.
Stay away
Real
from them.
quick.
Another
Real
story. I like
quick.
it. One or
Real
dos.
quick.
Those stories.
Way better than my Mexico story, okay?
Still being
All right,
talked
you're on the
about
timer.
today.
Go.
I don't know, man. That
So
story's great.
You have 2
I'm
minutes.
in
Set.
Harding.
Go.
I'm in Harding Park. I'm in San Francisco State. I'm going there. I'm at a golf tournament, and there's this guy. He's got a goatee, completely different than what he normally done when he was winning, when he was doing good. There's a Dave Chappelle episode that comes out literally the week before. There's something called a race draft. I don't know if y'all watch Dave Chappelle and the race draft. Wu-Tang Clan.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Woo, woo.
White
Go on,
people
please.
drafted Condoleezza Rice. Black people are up for a race draft on Dave Chappelle show. They draft Tiger Woods. He goes up on the stage, puts his hand up. He says, "For shizzle." I see him at Harding Park. He's walking across. He's right there.
Wait, who do you see?
And I see Tiger Woods.
Oh, you see Tiger Woods. Okay,
I
very
see
good.
Tiger Woods, and I could see that he was not happy. He wasn't happy. He's got a goatee, dude. Dude has a goatee. Like, this is not Tiger Woods. This is not the person that my grandma loved. So I want to try to make him happier, right? And so I say exactly what he said on the Dave Chappelle show to try to make him laugh. And I put my hand up. I say, "For shizzle." And Tiger Woods, 2 feet away from me, looks directly in my eyes, and he starts laughing.
Did he shave his goatee?
No, he didn't.
Great.
But I knew that. But he had negative energy around him then, and I was trying to change it.
So wait,
little
he
thing
did have
didn't do it.
he did have a
That little
goatee.
thing didn't do
I
it.
want to ask you. Stop. Did he have a goatee?
He did have a goatee at that time. It
So,
was like
team, let's be fucking
2005,
honest. What have we
2006 at
learned
Harding
from
Park.
any cartoon and any show we've ever watched? The guy with a fucking goatee, if they don't usually have a goatee, means what? And anyone know? It means they're the fucking evil twin. Maybe that wasn't fucking
Right.
Tiger Woods. That could have been
Right.
someone different. And you were just
Right.
helping that guy out. Hey, I want to let you know you totally saved that story because I was going to call you an Uber because you were fucking lost. So I like that. So let's
Is that better?
let's
Is that better than
focus
Mexico?
up again. Oh,
Better than
no,
Mexico?
the Mexico story is number one, but that Tiger Woods story,
But
Jesus
negative
Christ.
energy is fucking horrible.
Negative energy.
Right?
Talking about fucking
You
avoiding the
already know
infectious,
you don't
right?
fucking want to deal with them people.
Right. I get it. So, Luis, do you agree
I
with
tried
that?
to help Tiger Woods.
Jesus
Didn't help.
Christ, that was terrible.
This
Luis, go.
This is one that I'm having a harder time agreeing with because I have a tendency to look at the positives in people, and I like to reach out and help someone that looks like they might be drowning, but at the same time,
Right.
you can only go so far, right? So to
Sure.
your point, Johnny,
How far do you go?
that it depends. It's a person to person basis, right? There has to be some semblance of hope or of reaction on their part, right? They have to put in some effort, because if you're reaching out to them and you're trying to help them out and they're not being receptive, then at that point you just kind of let them drown. There's only so much you can do. That's why this one for me is a little bit more difficult to accept, because I'm always going to try to help that person,
Okay, so
negative
time out.
or
Look,
unlucky.
That's good.
Time out.
Ain't
Time out.
nothing wrong with that.
Let's do the Zach Morris Saved by the Bell. Time out. Hey. So with that being said, you agreed with winning through actions, right? So
Yes.
earn people and trust through actions, right?
Right.
So if that person is struggling, are they really winning through actions? So walk me through that. So what's going on? Because I know if someone's doing their job right, there's a difference between someone who's struggling with an obstacle, and we're talking about, and then there's a difference between someone who's struggling because they're just messing shit up. You know, they're
Absolutely.
always late to work. So are you helping someone out who's always late to work, or someone who's lazy, doesn't want to do their thing?
No,
Johnny,
and not so
that's
much
he's
that,
not
but
doing
there's
that.
so here's the thing, right? There's sometimes there's people out
What
there
is
that have
the thing?
sometimes there's people out there that have potential and they just don't
Mhm.
know where to put that potential, right?
So that's my
they
question. So that
Yes.
was my question to you, Luis. How much potential do they need to outweigh the BS
Ooh.
that they are emitting, the unluckiness, that misery that they're emitting?
Spicy.
How much potential do they need for you to be like, okay, I'm going to help this motherfucker out?
It really depends because back when I was doing my security job, I was told by one of my managers that I might be on the wrong seat on the bus, and that's always stuck with me, right? Again, going back to saying this person just might not be in the right position, so I try to help that person get into the right seat on the bus, and if I've attempted multiple seats and it's still not working out, and there's nothing that I can do on my end, then I just let that person go.
So how much do you let them help themselves out? You know what I mean? So this is why I love this rule, because there's so much fucking gray
Yeah.
area in this one. And
There
Xavier, I
actually
haven't
is.
forgot about you. I'm
Yeah.
going to get to you. And that I'm going to ask this question, Luis, and then I'm going to transition to Xavier. So I'm talking about avoiding the unlucky and avoiding the infectious, the disease, stuff like that. So hey, what do you do? Anyone here, I want you to ask, because I'm going to go around, but I'm going to start with Xavier. What do you do when someone is always missing work? Okay, but they always have a fantastic reason and a heart-wrenching reason, or something's always coming up and it always makes sense, but it always happens. They're always calling off from work. They're always late to work, but they always have a good reason. Xavier, hit me.
Look, man, I played Little League. I like baseball. It's a 3-strike rule. All right. You get 2 of them. You get 2
Jesus
excuses. All right. Third time, it's like, man, you're just at that point, you're just lucky. You're not unlucky anymore. You're lucky because you've came up with 3 damn good excuses in a row. I'm gonna have to let you go, man. Your luck will take you far somewhere else. It's just that, I mean, that's what it is. It's just, I mean, being part of whatever it is you're doing, even if it's work, if it's your family, whatever it is. I think one of the things that we kind of touched on, Johnny, you touched on it, was that you're talking about people from work. You know, those are the ones that are attracting the negative energy or unlucky. But I mean, it could even be your friends. It could be your
Oh,
family,
definitely.
right? And I think that
Most
we
def.
don't pay attention to
Good call.
that part. Is, you know, sometimes it's the people that are the closest to you. It's your own flesh and blood that could be
Yep.
dragging you down, and that is, you know, that could be an ender for a future generation. That's all I
Okay.
gotta
Good
say
point.
So
about
That-
that.
Luis,
that's a good
same
point.
question to you, man. Let's go right back to you, dude. So someone always has an excuse, someone's always calling off, but it's like, holy shit, like, hey man, my dog died. Hey dude, my fucking grandma's in the hospital. Hey man,
Johnny,
like fuck, like
negative
I
people,
broke my hand. Yeah.
we
Yeah,
don't
Hold
no,
need.
on, we'll get to you. Luis, it's you. Go, hit me with it.
I
What do you do?
I think Xavier brought up a great point, right? At some point, it's when if it's something that's continually affecting the business or your
Mhm.
life personally, you have to cut the cord, right? So to your
Okay, what
point,
if they have potential? What if they have a lot of potential? And you're like, damn,
That's
like
a
this
different
guy's
story,
right?
Johnny.
It's
Johnny,
no,
that's a
again,
different story and
no.
a great story.
Hold on, Chris.
That's
Chris.
a great point though. That's completely different. Completely different what we've been talking about. So say what you want to say, but that's completely different what we've been talking about giving dudes who got potential different stories and different chances.
So it's like a personal individual graph, right? So like you have potential, you have negativity, and at some point on the fucking graph, they're gonna cross each other, right? And then if the potential outweighs the negativity, then you continue to move forward. If it doesn't, then you gotta cut the cord.
I can't
So,
wait to
But
draw
Chris,
that
I'll
graph.
get
I
you now.
can't. So look,
okay.
Johnny, I can't give you a specific answer right now because it all depends on the particular case, right? What value do they bring to your life or to work?
So, Chris,
There you go.
I kick it back to you. Now what? Okay, this person, like I said, they're always calling off because, hey, my grandma died. Hey, dude,
They're
I
gone.
broke my foot. What do you got?
They're gone.
You're what? They're gone.
Stop.
Why is that? You fucking heartless person. His fucking grandma died, dude. You're just gonna let him go?
This is
You
the first
piece of
time.
shit.
What is it? It doesn't matter.
Oh,
I'm in a
very
different
good.
position.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm I'm not I'm not I'm not interviewing
I
for
agree
a
with you, by the
Walmart
way.
fucking greeter, okay? That doesn't fucking matter. I'm interviewing for different shit. Like,
What if they already work for you, right? So, dude, and I want you to know I totally agree with you
then
because
it's
I'm the same way.
completely
I
different.
get bashed at work for it too. I don't want to say I'm heartless at work, but I'm very like, hey, this is what it is, and I watch everything. So the way I see it, and this is why it's difficult, and that's why I implore you guys again to wrap it up. I don't want to keep rambling on, but again, this is law number 10, which is avoid um, the unhappy and unlucky. Again, it's difficult, and that's why I like this book because a lot of this shit is intangible, right? You can't measure it. You can measure how many times someone calls off, but you can't measure, how many times someone has bad luck. Something always happens to someone. That's why just in general, you will know who the unlucky person is if I say it. And think about it right now, because I'm sure you've already thought about it. Us talking about this. You've already had someone pop up in your mind, and if you have someone's name in mind, that's probably someone you need to avoid. And if it's a family member, I'm sorry, we all have that person. If it's someone at work, whether what do you do if it's your boyfriend? What do you do if it's your girlfriend? Right? Hey, now you're in a rough spot, and I think that's the universe's way of
Your
saying, hey,
girlfriend,
this is someone you got to
there.
kick rocks with.
She
So I
better be
think that's
happy.
great. I like everyone's feedback. Xavier, do you have any last rule for us? What do you got?
Yep, it is going to be Law 41. Or I'm sorry, it's not Law 41. It is.
Like, fuck, I did not read that shit. Fucking hey.
Chris was like, "Oh
I
shit!
know
Oh god!"
76 don't exist, but
Hey,
Rule
goddamn,
rule
41.
number 56: write your laws down, guys. That's
Yeah.
what rule number 56
I
is.
fucking
Go ahead,
came up
Dave.
with
Let's
that
reset.
goddamn law too. Shit. Law 40. Despise the free fucking lunch. Despise
What does that
the free
mean?
lunch. Law 40. The official definition in the 48 Laws of Power is what has worth is worth paying for. By paying your own way, you stay clear of gratitude, guilt, and deceit. Be lavish with your money and keep it circulating, for generosity is a sign and a magnet for power.
What does
So
that mean?
it's subjectively, it means don't take the free handout, right? Don't take the handout that's given to you. You want to earn
Like what?
your shit. Earn it. Earn it, whatever it
What is a
is. Earn your
handout?
free job. A handout would be like, hey, homie, I'm going to get you a job over here. It's got good benefits, da 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 da. You don't even have to drug test for it. Everything's good. You know what I mean? Then you take the job, and it's like now that homie, when he's in a pinch and he needs something from you, he's gonna be like, "Yo, dog, remember that time I got you that job?" And then you're gonna be like, "Come on, dude, you serious?" He's like, "Bro, I
Right.
need a car now, dude, or I need this, or like, can I stay at your spot, or can I borrow 5 Gs? Remember I hooked you up? He's gonna show up at your
Jesus
doorstep,
Christ, 5 Gs? What is
whatever
it?
it
My buddy
is."
Patrick Mahomes? Holy
Yeah, I
shit!
mean, but whatever it is, right? You got
Johnny,
it's
that's how
basically some.
business works, though. A lot of stuff is
I
like
like
that.
it.
Exactly what X is talking about.
Okay, so it
Keep
sounds like
going,
you
X.
you have an opinion, Chris. So what does that mean? Do you
I
agree
have a
with
lot
that?
of opinions of this, Johnny.
So go on. Do you take the free lunch? Do you scoff it away? What do you do?
I
What's
I
going on? Do you,
I I
do you agree with
see
this
I
law?
see I see it both ways. You got to see who
You
you're
go both
taking the
ways.
free lunch from.
That's good for you, man. Okay.
Look, I will buy shit from my homies, and I don't want nothing. I just want to fucking be with them, right? I will never fucking bring this shit up. And there's people who will, hey, they'll buy you lunch and it's okay. It's nothing. You get them the next time. You're just friends like that. That's how you do it. But there
Where
are
does it stop?
people, look, so I don't completely agree with this law. I say you got to know who the fuck you're dealing with when you do
Mm-hmm.
things like this. You have to know who you're dealing with if somebody's going to try to do something for you and then ask you for a favor later. Okay?
Basically, Chris is saying don't take candy from strangers because they're gonna want that ass later.
Okay.
Well,
Very
look,
good.
I actually have a story on this, and I'd like to
Okay. Let me
tell it.
start the timer. Ready, set, story time. Let me get my popcorn. Go ahead. Go. 2 minutes.
I had a friend when I was in college. He had little hands. All right, fucking unusual little hands when I
you
shook
could-
them. It
and
was
you-
not right.
Carney, hey,
and you couldn't
Okay,
wash
Xavier,
him, so he died because of COVID.
Bro,
oh,
bro,
God.
I'm 5'8", okay? I'm not super fucking tall. Dude is my height, but his hands was fucking little, okay? I refer to him as
Xavier,
Little
I want
Hand
you to
Man,
put up that
okay?
commercial where they have the
His
people
name
offer
is
you
Little
guys this
Hand
morning.
Man. Little Hand
Little
Man.
hand man. God.
That's how we're referring to him as, okay?
Okay, LHM,
continue.
go ahead.
He
Continue.
took me to a 49er game versus the Bears, okay?
Okay.
It was that
Little hands.
candlestick. It was still a candlestick.
Okay, go ahead. Little hands.
Had a great time at the fucking game. Yeah, he had fucking little hands. Little hands, bro. They wasn't fucking crab hands, but they was fucking little. Okay? Little that my fucking these hands fucking engulfed this shit, okay? That wasn't right.
A lot of hand holding, huh?
Okay?
Okay.
Took me to this game. I said, hey, can I fucking pay you for this, right? He had a fucking extra ticket, invited me, hey, let's go. Hey, can I pay you for this? Nah, we're good. Okay. I offered to pay him money for it, right?
Right.
So he can't hold anything against me. No free hands, nothing. Okay? Then we go to party the next week. Literally the next week. And there's two girls. I'm talking to one girl. He's talking to the other girl. His girl leaves and goes off with some other dude. And he was my ride to this place.
Entanglement.
Right? He was my ride.
Sounds very unlucky to me.
And I'm hella cool with this girl, and she's like, hey, can we go? Let's go. And he comes up to me. Hey, you need to find a way home. I'm gonna take her. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, well, she needs to ride home. I was like, well, that's my girl. And he's like, hey, I took you to that Niner game. Let me get this.
What
Yeah.
did you do? What did you do?
That's all we have for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for next episode. I'm just playing. Chris, would you
The
say that
Reebok
he won you over with his actions?
Did he win
Very
me
good. Please
over
screenshot
with
that.
his actions?
Very
What
good.
the fuck
Oh,
are you
you
talking
haven't
about,
even been
bro?
paying attention. So look, that we're talking. Check your notes. Look, Xavier,
The thing is,
Chris.
it-
No. Time out. Look. I'll get to.
will
I'll
you
get to you
take
guys in a
something
second.
from a friend? Will you take freaking? Will you take lunch? Isn't that the literal fucking thing? Will you take fucking food from a fucking? No. Just be careful who you take it from, and be real with who you give it to. That's all I'm saying about it.
Okay,
I
so
will
check this out.
gladly
This is what I
fuck
gotta
them
say on this.
homies, give some shit, but be
I thought you
weary
said you would
about
gladly fuck some homies. I was scared. I was shook a little bit.
Johnny. You would
Okay.
like that. Don't fucking worry, bro.
Oh God, there's gonna be so much editing on this. So look, this is what I say on it. I'm gonna disagree with
Guys.
both of you guys because look, you know what? Everyone out there's playing checkers. I'm playing chess. If someone wants to give me something and it's worth value to me, I'm taking that bad boy because it happens all the time. People will come up and be like, "Hey, let me get you this," because you know what? That show. I don't want to say that shows weakness. Look, let me rewind a little bit. I know it's very cutthroat. But in this book and in this world, okay, I need to identify who the weak is and who the strong is. Okay, I do this at work, I do this in life, I do this wherever I go. Okay, someone who's trying to win you over with the gifts is because they need your help, they want your attention, they want you as an ally. So if someone is trying to win you over with the gifts, just like that guy did with you, Chris, he wanted to give you something so he can have you in his pocket the next opportunity, correct? So with that
Correct.
being said, people offer me stuff all the time, whether it's a vendor at work, whether it's, someone else, I work in an automotive industry, like I said. So sales is always trying to offer something like, hey, let me, do this so you can scratch my back later. I'll scratch yours, you scratch mine. Look, man, like I said, you need to get me with your actions, just like Xavier said. Okay. And I'm avoiding the unlucky, and I know who you are already. So if you're trying to give me something to get yourself ahead in life, I'm going to take it from you because there's nothing you can do later on. You can ask me for help and you can say, hey, you know what? Remember that time I did this? I'm like, yeah, I remember. Sorry, man. I got my own stuff to do. I'm busy. I'm doing my own thing. You know what I mean? I'm at work. I'm trying to make something happen. You know, just like Chris, if I'm in that situation, and that guy took me to a game and then tried to swoop on my girl and leave me at the party, I would have told that guy to gently fuck off. I would have made my stuff happen. Look, yes, you took me to the game. I wouldn't have fucking conceded. Fuck that. I'm doing my
Maybe a
thing. Now,
little
I'm not
bit
faulting you.
firmly next time. A little bit more firmly.
I'm a bigger guy,
Fuck
so
off.
when I say gently fuck off, it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, I take all the free lunches, man. If someone's willing to concede and give me something for free and say, here, this is for you, why not take it? Because you know what? Who knows when that's going to happen again? Who knows how long I'm going to be at this company? Who knows when the next time I'm going to see you again? And no one says you have to give something next time up. There's nothing in the world. If someone's giving you something for free out of the kindness of their heart, they're not going to ask you for something in return. And if they do, shame on them. Okay. And if they give you something for you, if they give you something and they're trying to get something back, then hey, you know what? Hey, it's a cold ass world, man. Dog eat dog. You got to come see me. I got
I
stuff to do.
give
I'm doing my stuff.
false credit information at sporting events to get free T-shirts.
Oh, are you concealing your intentions?
It's not as hardcore as you, but that's exactly what it is.
Okay. So, Luis, you've been pretty quiet for the past, 30 minutes. What do you think, man?
Just,
are
I'm
you
just
are you
watching.
taking
I'm
that
just
free
watching
lunch,
the
dude?
train wreck unfold.
Train got
Train
it. Train lek. Got it.
And it's
Carry
still
on. So
it's
tell
still
me.
Yeah,
leaking.
yeah. Look,
That's not a friendship thing.
you guys put my brain to sleep.
We're talking about friendship. People giving you free shit
Oh my god!
and being stuck to it.
Like a
People giving you free shit and being stuck to it. Get some free shit and be fucking not get get something
Yep.
out of it.
Yeah.
I think
That's exactly what it is.
Johnny was talking about politics earlier. I think that's part of the game, right? Give and receive to get ahead in life. I tend to be more on the giving part because I can utilize that later for jobs that I need to take care of. So, but I myself tend to stay away from the free handout.
Right. So no, that's perfectly fine. So I don't want to ramble on too much, but like I said,
X.
What up?
You had people do that to you or what?
I'm very wary about who gives me something for free. Somebody, a very wise man, told me that you can only count your true friends on one hand only.
not if you have small hands.
Not if you have small hands.
Yeah, we used to have the same amount of fingers.
Little hand man.
Idiot. Anyways,
Small hands smell like cabbage. Carnies, small hands,
Louise, good point. Small hands, same amount of fingers. No, but seriously, if you can
All
only
the time.
count, you know what? Small.
God damn
Oh,
it.
5-5.
I'm on a fucking roll.
Here,
ahead,
sir.
go.
Here, sir. Have another gift.
Oh shit! Don't even get Marlon Wayans brothers movies. Come on now.
Hey, all I got to say is you just got to be wary of where you take those free gifts from. I mean, Johnny, you have a good point, right? That's a very cutthroat way of looking at things. Hey, I'm just going to take these gifts. How I get them is how I get them. I don't owe nobody nothing. Fuck you if you think that you got something coming back to you because it's not a tit
What are
for
they going to
tat.
say? Hey, remember the time I did this? I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah,
not a
man,
tit
this
for
is
tat.
business, my guy.
Absolutely.
Exactly,
yeah.
but there's going to come a time where you cross against somebody that's going to be able to hold you from something.
Hey, not if they don't know your intentions. Boom! Write that down. Get that saved, Luis. Xavier. There it is. Conceal your intentions. They can't fucking stop you. They don't know where you're fucking coming from. They don't know your next fucking move. I just took your fucking free lunch. I took your girl. I drove her home. You don't know where the fuck my next move is going to be. Okay? And I'm avoiding your ass because you're fucking unlucky.
Wow.
Well, if you guys
There
want to
you
like
have
and
it.
subscribe, go ahead and let's wrap it. Let's
Seriously,
wrap
right?
it up.
Right, let's wrap it up. So, hey, let's do one more time around the horn. So, Chris, let's start with you. So, what's your take on this? Are you recommending this book to someone else, man? What are you saying? What are you doing?
This book has good points. I do not agree with a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Are you recommending or not?
Are you recommending? We got to move on, man.
I've fucking read 4, so my recommendation will come on a later episode.
Luis, are you recommending the book or are you not recommending the book?
I am going to read the book for myself. I think there's a lot of great points that you guys brought up today that make me intrigued in the rest of the laws. So based
Holy
off
shit,
me
you
reading
guys
the rest of
didn't
the
read the book.
laws, No, I read. Listen, Johnny, I read the four laws that you guys
okay, so
that you
stop.
guys
So
spoke
let's
about.
do it. Look, fuck this. Are you recommending the book to someone else? If someone says, "Hey, have you heard of the 48 Laws of Power?" I haven't read it. What do you think? What are you gonna say?
So yeah, man, you should go ahead and read it.
They're just gonna
I
walk
won't.
away. Thank you, Mister. Okay, so Chris, very good. You're not gonna recommend the book. Quick, you have 10 seconds. Tell me why you're not gonna recommend the book.
It's a long ass motherfucking book.
Very good. Yeah, it doesn't have pictures. I know. So Xavier, are you recommending this book to someone else?
I am recommending.
Wow, really? Don't have pictures? God damn, really? Holy fucking shit. And we gonna move on to some other shit after
God.
that. Like it's nothing. Come on, motherfucker. Come on, Johnny.
Oh,
God
motherfucker. Okay.
damn.
Okay.
Wow.
So Xavier, are you recommending this book to someone else?
Wow.
Yes,
Johnny,
I'm recommending the book.
Johnny,
I am recommending
Johnny.
the book to
You
Chris
look
to
good,
read.
homie. You look good, okay? I'll say that. I don't want to get in an argument. I don't want to get in an argument, right? That's one of our laws. I don't want to get in an argument.
You're
I just
gonna
want
win
to
Johnny
say
through your
I
actions.
love you. I love you, bro,
Win
and
through
we'll talk
action.
later.
Very good.
Okay? I love you, bro. We
Mhm.
talk later.
So you're recommending the book, Zave. Go on. Why?
Yeah, Johnny, I'm going to recommend the book for everybody to read. I think it's a good read. The laws are very subjective. It's up to you to interpret those laws the way you want to. I
Very
think
good.
that the laws that
Concur.
you like will define the
Mhm.
person that you are.
Good point.
Enjoy that.
I like it. Hey, let me wrap it up here. That way we get on .com. I always recommend this book to people. We're gonna get on .com. We're gonna move on.
All right.
I always recommend this book to people because hey, you know what? Whether you live by the laws or not, I mean, you don't have to live by every single law that's in the book because, like I said, it's very cutthroat. You will win the Iron Throne if you do everything I'm saying, or in the book rather.
What?
However, like I said, it's very cutthroat. You don't have to do everything that they're saying. I always recommend it to people for this one reason. Whether you like it or not, you are dealing with people in your life, at work, things of this nature, people you might be dating. People will fall into these categories and you need to know who you're dealing with. So that's why I always tell someone, hey, check this out. It's something that kind of defines who other people are. And like you said, Xavier, you can kind of pick and choose the laws that define who you are as a person. And I agree. Those are some of the ones. There's plenty of other laws, by the way. We only talked about 4 out of 48. Other ones are there's so many. And like I said, if you guys come across something that you like, please let us know. Because I like I said, I recommend the book to a lot of people. Whether I have a new protege, I always give it to any new boss that I have. By the way, in case you guys didn't know that, anytime I have a new boss, I always give them that book. Luis and Xavier, I gave this book to Sean at 1426, and
Yeah, and then he
he
got rid of
briefly
you.
went. No, actually, he's no longer with the company.
Hey,
By the way,
hey.
Yeah.
Are we just fucking trying to find an ending for this shit right now? Is that what we're fucking doing right now?
No, we were doing good. We were doing the regular episode, but now that you mentioned it, let's go ahead and wrap
hey
it
guys,
up there, Chris.
we're gonna wrap it up. Chris, I'll let you get the final comment in. Go ahead, wrap it up. What do you got for us?
Johnny,
Well, thanks for
exactly
tuning in,
what you
guys.
said is what you said, Johnny, is 100% correct. This is take what you can from this book. There is a lot of great things. I hate fucking looking at your stupid ass face while I talk. It kind of makes me giggle a little bit, okay? But honestly, I wish that I did not go to this fucking 4-person mode to see you do them fucking lips, okay? All right.
Xavier, good luck editing all this later on in life. Hey, let's
Thanks,
do another
guys.
recap. So again, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't read the book, make sure you at least check out the PDF quick list of what it is. I guarantee it'll help you at work. And if it doesn't, come fight me. Make sure you drop some comments on our page. I want to see what you guys have to say. Please let me know if you guys have a favorite law. Once you guys go through it, please let me know what your favorite law is and why. I would love to hear from you guys. I almost swear by this book, not quite. But yeah, that's it. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, leave a comment. Peace out.
So yeah, man, you should go ahead and read it.